Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel, and as usual I've got another figure to be reviewed today, and this time it is the Starscream, the knockoff version of the MPM10 Starscream. And as you can see, this is his box. It's not a very good box, I would say, just a normal box. However, the figure itself really surprised me, and the quality is really good. And it comes with 3 accessories. Now, to kick off with the review, I'm bringing in the previous generation, I would say, the Black Mamba LS04S, the stealth, perhaps the tattooed version of the Starscream. And first, as you can see, the difference is with the accessories. The previous one has only 2 accessories, a bit smaller than the current one. And the new one is much more nicer, okay? So with extra accessories there, and also an extra Gatling gun over here. And the previous one only have this. It's a bit smaller if you compare to this one, okay, and this one is more complex, the design more detailed. So in terms of accessories, I would say the new one is totally better than the previous one. And now I will start with the paint application. Okay, so one thing that I like with the new one is that it has this matte finishing, and it almost feels like a rubber when you touch it. So this is why I'm saying that it surprised me, because it is that good. When you hold it, when you feel it, it's really good. The matte almost feels like a rubber, okay? It's really rare, and I would say this is the first of its kind, okay? Everything seems, really good with the paint application. I like this matte finishing. Compared to the previous one, it's kind of good in terms of, for its generation. But right now, it feels obsolete. The only advantage that it has is that this is the tattooed version, okay? But, one day, they will make the new one a tattooed version as well. So just wait for it. We're not sure, but I believe it will come. Okay. All right. Second is about the material, the plastic. This one is really plastic. Okay. So when you can listen to it. It's really plastic. When you move it, there's a sound of plastic. Okay. However, the new one, it's a really good one. It comes with a die-cast part as well. You can hear the sound. It's not the same. This is more like a very sturdy plastic. This is why I said earlier, I'm surprised. I'm really surprised. This is a really good figure, to be honest. I hope that all other figures in the future will follow this path. This same, material and so on. This is really good. Okay. Now I'm moving on to the size. Perhaps they are just at the same height. And then in terms of the design, you can see the new one has much better design. The legs are much better. The articulation are much better. Let's take a look at it quickly. Right. So now from the top, the head itself. Okay. So there's only a left and right, okay? But this one, the difference with that one is that this one has a jaw drop. Okay, so you can basically drop his jaw. There you go. Okay, and there's only up, I think, but that's part of the transformation, and there's no down. So just a left and right rotation. Okay, but it's really tight. You will end up moving the chest area as well, okay? But that's not a big problem. And then on the shoulder, if you move this a little bit, there's an up and down for you. you can hear the sound. It's not a crackling sound. It's a very soft rubber-like sound, which is I really like. This looks like evolution of this figure, yeah, of the Transformers figure. It's really nice. Okay, up and down, and then there's a rotation, of course, front, but back is limited by this piece here. Okay, and then on the elbow, there's up and down on the elbow. I'm going to put it a bit here. Okay, so you can move it up, you can move it down. Okay, a really nice, you know, crack, I would say. And then the fingers is a big win compared to the old one. Okay, so if you look at it closer, you have this double move here. Okay, and then up and down, left and right on the thumbs. And this one, though it has no extra articulation here in the middle of the fingers, but you know, all three are singularly articulated. They have their own articulation. And then there's you know, this one, I believe it's part of the transformation, but it's also provide that extra articulation for you. And then same as the old one, there's no waist rotation. Yeah, sorry, this one has a waist rotation, wrist rotation. Not that one, but this one perhaps. There you go. Right, more articulation. And then no waist rotation because of this, I believe this crotch area doesn't allow for an extra movement. And then on the thigh, there's up and down. Let me move this way. Okay, so up to that level, goes back inside, and then another up, and then to the back, and then the knee bend, really nice one. And then there's an extra articulation here. You can see this part here. Okay, almost look like a chicken leg. Okay, and this one is die cast part. Okay, there's a bit of, you know, left and right movement. It's really tight, though I saw the early review saying that there's a loose part here, but no, I did not experience any issue with this articulation. Left and right, there's up and down. Okay, so this one is basically part of the transformation. If you pull it out, okay, so it can go out for a bit, and then left and right, up and down, a really nice one. And also a bit of that one at the back. It's really tight, I can't move it. Okay, all right, but it's totally a very nice figure. And also one more, sorry, I almost missed this. It's this one. This is a very smart movement. Okay, so there's a rotation on the hip here. Okay, and then that one. Okay, so meaning that you can rotate this whole piece here. Even though it's limited, but it's nice to have that. And also, there's no other rotation part, just that one. Okay. Overall, I love him so much. It's a very new, it's a very new type of figure, I would say. It's an evolution of the figure. And the old one, I don't see anything worth to mention other than the stealth, other than the tattooed one. The plastic is cheap, I would say. And then even though it has extra articulation here over the arms, lots of articulation, and this one is a win because of a ball joint. Okay, however, this one, that's it. This one is not movable parts. Okay, only this one. They are combined together, so not that good compared to the new one. And then this one has extra rotation, extra up and down, ball joint. So it's the only part that I can say better than the new one. but other than that, you know, this one is very lightweight, and the mechanism, as in the mechanics, is not as good as the new one. You can see the legs, the feet, not much movement, not much articulation around the ankle area, just this one here, but no, the knee band is like so that doesn't look any good. And if you want to see the full review of this figure, I have a separate video for this. I'll share the link in the description below so that you can visit if you want to see the transformation and everything. Okay, and also with this video, I will be creating a second part of this to review the transformation. Okay, again, I will bring in the LS04S for comparison in terms of the jet mode, and let's see how they fare against each other in the alternate mode. And for those who are new with my channel, I will usually split the video into two. The main review, as in the robot mode review, and then the second video would be the transformation review. And I would also like to take this opportunity to thank all my subscribers. Even though my channel is quite small and I only have about 83 subscribers at this moment, but I really appreciate your help by subscribing. So I hope you enjoy this video. Please subscribe to help me growing my channel, and please visit my channel if you wish to watch any other video. There are lots more. I have basically completed the Decepticons collection. The whole team is there, completed. I will be doing another Decepticons assemble video, which will come in a few weeks, maybe perhaps months, depends on other projects that I've got. And now just a little bit of comparison. Let me just move all of this. A comparison with other characters perhaps. So I'm putting the Megatron here. This is T08 Skywing Weijiang. Okay, you can't really see his head because he's very tall. Okay, all right, and now maybe an Autobot. This is the Black Apple Optimus Prime Weijiang, and you can see their height. Black Apple Weijiang Optimus Prime is about 30 centimeter, and I believe it's almost the same with the new Starscream. But the Megatron is the tallest, I believe about maybe 33 to 35 centimeter. So this is how they fare against each other. And basically this is him with his weapons attached. I just realized that the hand is not, or perhaps the arms, is not that nicely articulated because you can't really pose it nicely with the weapons. Okay, they're all looking good, except, you know, let's see what I mean by that is that you can move this, but you know, this whole part here will just stay straight. You can't, you know, change the direction, maybe closer to his chest perhaps for, you know, extra posing. So there's nothing can bring them closer. Okay, so just like that. Not that nice, I would say, but still okay, perhaps. And this is all for today's guys. I hope to see you again. Take care, stay safe, and goodbye.